Hello, to bring you back, I'm just going to run through the signal path from bass to pedals to amps. Right, so what we've got is my dry signal or clean signal from the bass guitar into my tuner, and I use that as a mute on off switch. So sound, no sound. From the tuner comes along this blue cable into the Electro-Harmonix Big Muff bass, or bass Big Muff. Here at the bottom where it says dry out is a cable going straight to the bottom amp, the lower amp of the two. So that one there at the bottom, just a clean signal, if I can play it. Then there's another cable coming out, and this here says effect out. That cable coming out is going up here, and it's running through all the other effects pedals. So that distortion, that phaser, that chorus, and that delay. And then it goes out of the delay in the red cable into the top amp, where I've got it EQ'd for more top. So if I have it just no effects turned on, I've got the signal going to the bottom amp clean with lots of bass and a little bit of mid on it. I've also got signal going to the top amp clean with lots of treble on it and no bass and middle. So I've got the spread of sound is through both amps. But if I turn any of the effects on, like that distortion, what it's doing, it's sending a clean signal still to the bottom amp with no effect on it. It's not affected by the effect, and the dirty signal to the top amp is affected by anything that I turn on. So if I turn on this distortion, or this phaser, which you probably won't hear unless I put distortion on it, or chorus, or delay, I've got a really short delay set on it. Yeah, so this is the dry out signal from the Big Muff pedal, just clean. It's like a DI. I used to have an ABY pedal, but you had to dance between the pedals to switch each amp on and off. This way I've got both amps running. So that's the clean signal into this amp, dry out from the Big Muff. This is the effect signal from the Big Muff, effect out. So anything going through all of the effects pedal only works on the top one, and that's by choice. There is a little switch, there's a three-way switch on here which does allow you to mess around with the signal chain, but this is how I'm having it. So if I've got no pedals engaged, the signal is going out of both of these into both of these clean. If I've got any pedals turned on, it's going out of here into the bottom one clean, but it's also going out of here through any effects into the top one with effects on. So that's it. Right, so that's just explaining the signal path. I get asked occasionally how it works. Tools on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor. 2 seconds. Yeah, a bit of noise going on because I've got the little fan heater running and whatever. Yeah, so it's just a split signal for clean and dirty. I'm basically copying John Entwistle from The Who, Chris Squire from Yes, Geddy Lee from Rush. I'm not sure exactly how he achieved. I don't know whether he did 2 separate amps, but anyway, definitely John Entwistle and Chris Squire. Now they both played Rickenbackers, so did Geddy Lee and early-ish. The Rickenbacker's got 2 outputs or a stereo output, however it works. So you can actually separate your pickups on the Rickenbacker 2001, 4003, whatever it is, the stereo Rico sound one. What I'm thinking is I'm going to eventually get round to finishing off the short scale headless bass. I'm considering putting 2 output jacks into that, so that I've got the neck pickup having its own output jack, which I can run straight to the bottom amp for clean, nothing else in the signal whatsoever, just the cable going straight into the bass bottom amp, and then the bridge pickup running its own output jack straight into through all of the effects and into the top amp for the affected the not clean sound, the trebly end. But that will mean putting in 2 pickups, not 1 pickup. So I'm trying to decide. I bought a big humbucker bass pickup for that build, and I was just going to run it a single pickup, but to be honest, the 2 pickups that came out of the donor guitar, Honor fretless, another Honor fretless one I've got, that I scavenged all the parts from, that's got 2 decent pickups in. They look like single coils, I'm not sure, it's a sort of or has it got humbuckers? I can't remember. That one's definitely got 2 pickups, so I'm thinking about having 2 pickups in it, 2 outputs, 2 amps, completely separate signal for the bottom and the top. So that's that. Cheers, I've been Springy. See you soon for whatever's next. Ta-da. Peace and love.